Hey, Akanksha, yeah. Welcome into this training. This training is meant to help you with a tool, a technique that would help you speeden up your manifestations way faster. So I will share a couple of examples for the things that I have manifested for my own self in my life, in my business, and that's how you can also know how to implement the same for yourself, right? So the technique, the tool that I'm talking about is known as acting in faith, right? Or also we can say being in expectation of your manifestation, right? So what I really mean by that is, so let's say if you have an extra $10,000, right? What you start to do with it? You start planning. Start to put that $10,000 into some use, right? Maybe I'll buy this thing. I'll put this much into my savings. This much goes into paying back the money you have borrowed. Things like that, right? That's exactly how we do things. But when I say acting in faith and being in 100% expectation of your manifestation, what I am suggesting to do is acting on your manifestation being already here, like acting on that faith, 100% faith in zero doubts, right? So just like you would do the allocation of funds once you have the money, when you act on faith, meaning you are in 100% expectation of the money already here, and you already start acting as if you would do once you have it. So for example, I'll share a few things that I manifested, right? So about 5 years back, I used to live in a rented home, and I didn't used to like that place. It wasn't a great place, just okay to meet our needs, but not a place I would really love to live in, right? And back then, I was an interior designer. I was designing beautiful homes for all my clients, right? So I used to think that I would love to have a beautiful home for myself, right? So I was manifesting my dream home back then. Right now, the definition of my dream home is way different. I'll be very honest. But back then, that was a dream home. So I defined very clearly what I wanted in a home, how many bedrooms, and how would I feel being in that room? How would I feel when I'll be sitting in the living room of the room in the home? And how would the air smell? How would it literally make me feel? How I am moving around in the home, right? Things like that. What kind of lighting I want in the home. So basically, just being in 100% expectation, in 100% faith that I already have my place. I already have the home that I dreamt of. I'll be very honest. I'm sitting in that home from the last 3 years, right? This is not meant to boast or something. Like I said, now my dream home looks way different, but I have actually manifested the home that I live in. I absolutely love the place, and it is a very happy, positive place to live in, right? So, another example, a couple of months back, other than what I was getting from my business, I wanted $8K extra cash. I had in fact created a post, a Facebook post around that. So that 8K extra cash I wanted because I wanted to have that money for certain use, right? So what I did was just being in 100% faith and expectation that the money is already here. I did what most people do after they have the money. So I literally took a pen and a paper and I broke down what I would use that money for, right? So 2K towards paying to a mentor I wanted to work with, and about 1K for something that I wanted to purchase, and then another 2 to 3K to paying back the money that I had borrowed and things like. Like I had a very clear breakdown of what I would do with that 8K extra cash. I was manifesting to have that money by the end of that month. Believe me, I had that money way before the end of the month, right? It was like towards the mid of the month, I had that money. Why that could happen? And that was absolutely unexpected. Yes. Another thing very important is never limit how you can receive the money, right? So the money didn't come from my clients or business. It came from a very unexpected source. So when you're open to receive, the money can literally come from anywhere. I had exact 8K extra cash way before the end of the month, right? Another example I would share is just what my recent client paid, right? So they paid me $6K cash for my mentorship, my mindset coaching, and I was 100%, like even more than 100% sure that the money would be in my bank account before so and so date, I had literally, again, with a pen and paper, had allocated those funds already, what I'm going to use for, right? So I allocated, how would I use that dollar 6K cash. And by the way, you do not have to always spend or invest the money that you receive. Even if you want to save some part of it, that's fine. But if you'll be very clear about what you are going to do with that money, that kind of gives a message to the universe that you are 100% certain you'll have the money, and the universe starts to work in your favor. So I had allocated that 6K cash for some savings. And also, I wanted to contribute some money for our upcoming trip next month. And I wanted to share some of the money, the expenses with my husband. And I could, now I can pretty well do it, right? So my point is, if you'll be in 100% faith and expectation of the money, and start acting on faith and start acting on it the way you would do after you have received, you will have the money that you want. You would have the home, on anything else for that matter that you are trying to manifest. All right. Just one tip right here. Even when you're doing this, if you feel that the manifestations are coming, but they are getting slowed down, right? Anytime, if you're working for your business, you're taking action for anything that you want to accomplish, but you feel that it's taking time to come, I would suggest you make a check. Are you freely circulating the money, right? I have done that in the past. I still do this, and this is very helpful. See, if you will be clingy with money, if you will be holding the money, then money likes to be circulated. Money comes to you only when it's freely circulating. If you'll be holding the money, maybe you're supposed to pay for your mentorship and you're holding on that money. Maybe you're holding yourself back from paying the bills because you feel that if you pay the bills, the money will be gone. Maybe you borrow the money from someone, you promise to return the money back by a certain date, but you are not doing that, you're holding yourself from paying that money. If you are not circulating the money freely, money would not want to come to you. So if you feel that your manifestations are slowing down, if you feel that the money is taking a way more time and effort to come to you, definitely make a check for this one. Are you freely circulating the money? Right? This was all for this training, and just take it on. And if you have any questions related to this, feel free to drop in the comments below. I'll make sure I'll get back to each one of you. And I'll see you in the next one.